Hi everyone, this is Jasmine Serrano and I am going to just show you the basics of using Powtoons. So we're going to go ahead and start with Google and type in Powtoons. And it's going to go ahead and take you to the website. I'm going to click on that. It's going to take you to the main page. Now, it's key, like mentioned before in the previous slides, that you really pay attention to these three. So, writing your script, recording a voiceover, and adding visuals. That's pretty much the order you want to go into once you start doing your Powtoon. So, you want to know beforehand what you're going to want to talk about. Second, you're going to want to record it. And then lastly, you're going to go ahead and do the visuals and do all the technical work as far as animation and all that. But these are a quick guide. So you want to go ahead and start by doing an account. So I already made one, but you probably want to make one yourself. And once you're logged into an account, then it's going to give you different options. You can look at different types of videos that you can make. If you are starting from scratch, I think that's probably the best since you know specifically what you're going to do. And that way you can get a little bit more creative than just using some of the templates. So we're going to go ahead and start a Powtoon from scratch. Okay, and it's going to ask what kind of look you want to have. Modern edge, whiteboard, cartoony, infographic, realistic. So there's more, but some of them you will need to have an actual account for. I'm just going to use the free templates. So I'm just going to go with a modern edge. Now, it's going to give you a blank slide. You can add color or anything else, but just to show you the buttons, I'm not going to actually make one, but I just want to show you the buttons. So for sure you want to start with your sound. So you want to either add music, or if you're going to be explaining something and you want actual voice, you're going to go to My Voiceovers. And you're going to add a voiceover, and then you can either record or upload or get professionally done ones. So if you're going to record it, you're going to click on there, and then you can read the script that you wrote. Once you have that, it'll list them on here. So I have one already, but I don't want to use it. You get to choose whichever one you want to use. Second thing is, once you have your voiceover, you want to start either with scenes or background. So over here. And that way, you can choose different backgrounds to put, any colors. So if I just want to change the color, I can pick a background color. Let's say I just want to do a light blue background color. If I want to do any scenes, you have different ones, intros, different specific, image grids, different situations, concepts, any calls into action, outros. So anything from here you can choose, or you can choose My Scenes and customize further. If you want to add text, it's over here. So you can add text, you can add a title, subtitle, body text, or you can choose different designs. Again, some of them are free and some of them are not. Characters are under text. So with characters, you can choose the free ones, or you can choose the ones that have the memberships. With props are the same things. So you can either get basic free props, and props are just different things that you can add on to your characters. So computer screens, cameras, desks, clocks, food, anything like that. with shapes, just any shapes. Again, some of them are free, some of them are not. We already went over sounds, where you can put either music or voiceovers. And media. Over here with media is where you can either upload images or other little videos. So you can either use Flickr, free video backgrounds, or you can just upload your own. So if you go to My Media, I uploaded some images, or you can add any media from uploads, Facebook, Instagram, Dropbox, Google Drive, or Google Photos. And then down here we also have specials. So if you're creating this for a special event, we have already designed things that you can use. And then down here, if you have any questions, you need any help or anything like that, the timeline is something you're going to be using once you have your voice over or your music. You basically are going to want to use this to time things. So just as an example, let's say I want to add a character. And it gives you different options in characters. So I'm going to use this character if I want to say hello. So this is going to tell you, okay, this character will appear at second 1, and it will last up to 10 seconds. If you want it to disappear before those 10 seconds, you can make it disappear, let's say at 6. And let's check when it plays. It's going to come in, and then it will disappear. There you go. So you can either make things disappear or appear as you go. What I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to go back and show you my Powtoon. So this is the one that's included in this presentation. So it's the CSEP one. And I'm going to go to Edit. So that you can kind of see how I messed with it. Okay, so my first slide in or screen, I guess you could say, in my Powtoon is just kind of like an introduction of what I'm going to talk about. So over here, I already have my timer. This slide is going to last 13 seconds, so you could see over here. And within those 13 seconds, I have 10 items, and those 10 items are all to appear at second 1. Okay, so in this next slide over here, this one lasts 19 seconds. Look over here. And at 0 seconds, nothing appears. Then at 1 second, I have 3 items that will appear. And then at 2 seconds, another 3 items will appear. At 7 seconds, 1 more item. And at 8.5 seconds, my last few items. So this one, I'm going to show you kind of how it plays out.
What is a Comprehensive Student Educational Plan, or also known as CSEP? A CSEP is a roadmap to your goal. It includes the courses that you will need to take and also helps plan out a rough timeline to show you when you will reach your goal.
Okay, so that's just a really brief view of kind of how Powtoons works, the very basics of it. There's definitely a lot of help out there. Make sure you always hit on the question marks. There's tons of how-to videos on YouTube. This is a really great tool to use for your online classes or even face-to-face classes when you don't always want to be explaining everything in person. The students can use the visuals. It's a fun way, kind of a little modification on PowerPoints or Google Slides, but you can always embed these quick little videos within those programs as well. All right.